Welcome back to another episode of the Prophetic Podcast. I'm your host, Drew. You want to try to say it?
Prophetic.
Try it again.
Prophetic. I'm telling you, man. Don't let that take away. Don't let that take away from your genius.
It's all good, man. Like you don't got to get it right the first time. It's cool, man.
I went to HISD.
Don't do Houston like that. Don't do that.
It's a school district, man.
It is. I know. I remember Jack Yates. I used to go to TSU. Niggas was jumping over the fence trying to get to Wendy's. I remember. So today in the studio with me, I have AK Babers or Babers. Okay, I get it right. AK Babers. He's real estate development out of Houston, Texas. Mm-hmm. We are connected from my cousin Trey. Mad y'all.
That's your kinfo?
So he's my uncle's godson.
Okay.
We used to work at my uncle. I don't know if you know about Medical Plaza Pharmacy in downtown Houston, but my uncle owns that pharmacy.
Okay.
And so we used to work there. I met him when I was in college in 2003 at Texas Southern University.
Man, that's dope.
It was my first little job in Houston, man.
Okay.
I was terrible at it. I was terrible at it.
Hey,
sorry, Uncle. I didn't really want to do pharmacy. I'm sorry, dog. Yeah. This wasn't my thing.
Hey, yeah, a lot of people that want to be pharmacy around them.
Man,
street pharmacists.
Yeah, I had a couple. We had a couple of them in the family too. Yeah, both sides of the fist. But yeah, that's how I know him, man. So we've been down for like 20 years, man.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
How do you know him? Actually, I wanted to ask you that.
Well, Ray actually, shout out to Ray.
What's up, Ray?
Trey, Ray, whatever you want to call yourself, the third. But I met him. He went to high school. We went to the same high school.
Okay.
Not at the same time, of course. He's a little bit younger than me. But through craft beer, man. It's kind of weird. Through craft beer.
You know how you got into craft beer?
Through you?
Yeah.
Ooh, Ray, you always done.
Yeah, I came down to Houston like in 17, and we went to St. Arnold's. Went to St. Arnold's, and we got a flight. And he had never. I don't think he'd ever really done that.
Okay.
And we were drinking all his beer. He was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like he just did,
Yeah.
And so from
all
I
those
think,
brothers.
yeah, I think from that point on, he said after I went back, he just kind of kept getting into it.
Yeah.
And then he got into that the group that you guys are in.
Yeah, Brothers in Craft Beer.
Yeah.
Brothers in Craft.
Yeah. Tell me before we get started too deep, but tell me a little bit about that. I wanted to ask you anyway.
Dope experience. I don't know if nationwide they want me to like let everybody know what we do, but essentially around by 2016, probably a little bit earlier than that, I fell in love with craft beer because I used to travel a lot with my job. So I go all throughout the country, and I was traveling by myself. I was a corporate safety manager, so I fly in these bumfuck Indiana somewhere and go in there. It's me by myself, the only brother walking into a
That's
plant
usually what it is.
Middle of the country.
It'd be
field,
like you and maybe one.
And then I'm the safety guy at that, so I'm already, hating it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I built a good rapport with everybody. So, but anyway, when I was out traveling, I was traveling alone. So my thing was I go look for a hat, whichever city I'm in, I go look for a hat and lids, and then I go find a brewery. And what got me in the brewery is because when I used to go eat with my coworkers or when they came, they'd say, "Oh, let me try that local. What you got local?" And I was like, "What is local?" You know what I mean? I'm always, I'm one of the brothers, probably like you, just inquiring about things.
Always soaking up knowledge.
Always soaking up knowledge. Yeah. So it gave me a little bit of game. Then I came back, and one of my homeboys, he was actually getting into St. Arnold's at the time. So he was like weed whacker, lawnmower, and all that stuff like that. And at the time, we would still come back home drinking Budweiser and stuff like that. He was like, "Man, try this, try it." Yeah. I was like, "Oh yeah, this tastes pretty good."
It's a different experience.
It wasn't great, but it was different than what we used to.
I think with all of us in beer, like you first get into it, you kind of tiptoe your way in.
Yeah,
you don't have no good ones. If you get lucky, you do. But I didn't have no good ones at first. I had like Shiner or something. Like it really wasn't.
We chasing Budweiser. Chasing that flavor, that piss water.
Right.
But then I got introduced to like Blue Moon. You know what I mean? The Blue Moon. I also had the orange. I'm like, okay, now we're
okay. So we took the same route.
Yeah. I think all of us took the same route.
I think we did. Yeah, we took the same route.
So. While I was traveling and I was posting online, I was on Untapped or whatever. One of these cats from
I do like Untapped. That's a nice little
You still play with it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Whenever I do my little beer content, because they give you all the details, and so I get my details from Untapped. Yeah.
You don't do no rating no more, do you?
No.
You just get
it's just the straight information. Yeah, no.
So, cat on the north in California, he said, "Hey man, we got this local group, man. You want to? We got this group of brothers that like craft beer. You know what I mean? You want to try to start a Houston chapter?" I'm like, dude, I don't know that many people that drink beer. My hood friends, I only got one of them that drink beer, and the rest of them drink everything else.
You know, it's funny you say that. Like, I be feeling like we drink beer. We really don't drink as much beer as you might think.
No,
like,
we don't, especially not with good beer.
I didn't know that. I thought we did because like growing up, you see the cooler be full of beer, but
We do.
But it wasn't like.
It wasn't good beer.
Yeah, so that might be why. So yeah,
And that's why when you tell a lot of minorities, you be like, "Hey, you want to meet me at this brewery?" And they like, "Man, I don't drink beer because they don't drink Budweiser." You know what I mean? I say, "Let's go to the brewery with me. Let me sit down. I'm gonna give you a Pilsner, and then I'm gonna walk your way all the way through."
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you walk all the way through, you're going to find something you like. And what happened, just like when you introduce a brother to beer, they come back and be like, "Hey, man, I saw this at HEB.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What you think about that?" In the back of your head, be like, man,
I was so happy when he got into it. I was like, man, because it's different. Like, it is.
So let me show you how I met him. So, right, brothers don't drink beer, right?
Not really, no.
So, real quick, let me finish with the national group.
My bad. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So he introduced me to the group, and kind of found out there was a couple other Houston people that he knew, and he kind of put us all together, and that's when we started the Houston chapter. But everywhere I go, no matter what city I go to, right now, I can get on that thing and I say, "Hey, brothers, I'm coming to Massachusetts. Anybody want to pull up?"
That's like a fraternity down there.
Yeah, it's a fraternity.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you about right now. I go on. But what's so dope about that is that we get together every year. We do a national meetup. And like last couple of years, we went to Long Beach. We went to Detroit.
That's fire.
We went to D.C. And this year, we come to Houston.
So it's kind of like it reminds you of like car clubs and shit too.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Sound like almost like gumball. Like
and we ship beer all throughout the country, you know what I mean? Because we ain't got access to it.
How you ship? I want to know how you ship because I always wanted to ship. I got this beer I got to give y'all because they whooped my ass in this fantasy league. I'm mad at Houston right now. So I got these 2 big beers in the car. I got to give you
One
to send.
for Joffrey too?
Don't say his name on the show, man. Don't give him no airtime. He beat my ass. He washed me this season. Like I got all the way to the last. I was like at the final. He washed,
I heard him
bro.
talking about it, but I'm not a big fantasy.
Tell him quit talking about it. It's over. We'll see you next season, Joffrey.
Last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we do this big group. So now the guys in Houston, we're planning for probably about 50 to 80 brothers to send upon
Man,
Houston.
how I get in? How do I get in?
We'll get you in.
Get me in. Yeah.
You know, you need to be in.
Yeah, please. Yeah,
Ray, plug your boy in.
I'm a beer aficionado.
Yeah. No, you need to be.
I know I've tasted.
It's crazy that you're not even here. Do you know about the Texas group? I mean, the Dallas group?
Bro, nobody told me none of this shit.
There's a group of Dallas brothers that go around drinking beer. And when Ray and I was down here last time for the podcast, we bumped into them at.
Before you go any further, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
Like, we had to cancel that show, man. You know how shit happens, but but when I couldn't make it because I was just tired, man. Like
we had a great time, bro.
I know.
We had a great time without you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was mentally like out of it that week. Once I had to cancel, I had to make so many phone calls.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to see nobody, bro. I was just out of it, man.
So what's the clean brewery down here? The modern looking Manhattan Project? Is that the name of it? So we pulled up Manhattan Project, just brewery hopping. We left Oak Cliff. Came up here to Manhattan and bumped into them and walked in there. 7, 8 brown skinned people in there, women, men. You know what I mean?
Like, what's the catch?
Yeah. And it's so funny that one of the guys here is one of the guys that used to be in San Diego. His name Craft Beer Traveler. He moved down here to Dallas, and he get beer. You talking about how to ship beer? Talk to that boy. He the plug.
Okay, you're gonna have to plug me in. We'll talk. We're gonna go.
But shipping beer easy, man.
We're gonna
put it in the mail.
Yeah, no.
Yes, it's that easy. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No.
I got many miles in cans.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No, maybe not these.
What?
These damn balls are about this big.
Are you still shipping, dude? Trust me, dog. When you get in this group, you gonna ask somebody, "How do I ship this beer?" They're gonna be like, "Man, you just do this, blah, 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 do this."
Okay.
And you on? They're gonna be like, "Send me one."
Bet.
But go back to I met Ray in Specs. So
he did tell me this.
So I'm in Specs.
Yeah.
Right. Brothers don't drink beer. So especially at that Specs. So we're in
which Specs?
Pearland Parkway.
Oh, I'm thinking about the one on West Harmon. That's the one I used to go to.
That might have enough more brothers in it, but the one over there don't have no brothers. They have no good beer. And I saw him walking around. I'm like, no homo now. I'm just like, bruh. He like,
he said,
why you talking to me?
He said, no homo. It's pause.
Pause. My bad. I got to elevate.
We got new words for it now.
Yeah, I got new words. So pause. But I saw him and I said, man, you don't know what you want? He was like, no, I really don't. And I was like, get that dragon's milk right there. That's about the best thing on the shelf. You get that dragon's milk, Maybe 2 weeks later, we met one of his cousins somewhere, and then next thing you know, it was just on from there.
You met a man in a store and told him to get some dragon's milk?
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
Hardcore. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I just want to make sure you understood what you said.
But now he my ride or die.
That's my boy, man.
Yeah, so it's been a good ride. We do a lot with craft beer in Houston. So as far as the breweries and the scenes and the people behind the bar, we got good relationships with them. I don't know about you heard about my other company, Hop Topic.
No, I was reading about your real estate.
Okay,
I read a lot about that, but I didn't hear about yours. So tell me about it. So
Hop Topic is where originally it was 4 of us. Now we're down to 2. Where we decided to make a company to create more authentic inclusion into the world of craft beer. So every major African American event, we either get in with one of the local breweries, either collaborating doing a brewery, or like this past weekend for MLK. Mm-hmm. Every Sunday on MLK for 4 years straight, we did the annual chili cook-off.
So that's what that chili cook-off was about. Yes, I think he was talking about that. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah, so he participated.
I don't live in Houston, man. I got to just incorporate it the best way you can.
We'll put you in the group.
Whatever you can do. I'm down.
So you hear what's going on. But you definitely got to make it down in June for the brothers, because they when they see 50 brothers hop off a bus and come in the brewery, they're like, oh, shit. We missed this whole market.
It's $1 trillion market.
Yeah.
When black and brown people spend their money, it is $1 billion or $1 trillion. It's easily because we do spend.
We the more high spenders.
That's not the best thing in the world, but we are bad at spending money. And so, like, if you're gonna spend it, or if you can get that and tap into the market, there's money to be had. So
speaking of real estate and beer,
tell me about your real estate stuff.
I'm gonna segue to that, but I want to give these boys a shout out. Horticulture. Have you heard of horticulture?
I have not. He is dropping them today.
3 brothers out of four brothers, 3 African American brothers and 1 Hispanic guy, all from UT. They was all college buddies or whatever. Mm-hmm. They decided they wanted to open a brewery after the pandemic. They always did their homebrew thing or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they tapped on me to help them find some real estate. You know what I mean? We went on the ride, and I'll tell you guys, if y'all don't know about commercial real estate, it ain't about having a little pop-up, and then tomorrow you're going to get you a builder, you know what I mean? It's stuff that's involved, you know what I mean? Triple net, you know what I mean? It's insurances. That's all sort of things that really I would like to teach more small business owners about commercial real estate before they get to, let me go find a property, because you got to kind of prepare yourself, right? You got to set your you got to show 2 years of profitable income on taxes, on paper. You know what I mean? So, you can't be cutting all the deductions and everything. You want to show as much, because when that landlord comes in and look at your stuff, you want to make sure you're a viable business. You don't want to put nobody in there that's going to end up going under in 6 months. You know what I mean?
Before you get too far, quick question, or a few questions. Yeah. You've been in real estate for over 10 years.
I've been investing and dabbling. I've been licensed and active probably for like the last 6.
So why real estate?
Why not? Where you at right now?
In what regard?
Oh, you're in real estate.
Yeah, I'm in a building. Yeah.
What you doing right now on camera? You try and create exposure so you can have what? Digital real estate.
This is true too.
You know what I mean? So real estate is important. Real estate is what makes this world go around. Look at all these buildings around here. Downtown Dallas is probably what? 100 years old?
At the very least, yeah.
So you think about that person that rented that office building in the corner of that building, how many times that thing didn't got paid out? That office building over the months for 100 years.
100-year-old building, yes.
Yep. I'm at the Magnolia right now. They say that's fire. That Magnolia is trash.
He goes shit on the hotel. Hey, man, we might be getting. Hold on now, Magnolia. We might need y'all one day. Don't listen to this dude. We might need y'all one day.
I'm a Cat Williams your show. When I get done,
fuck my shit up.
Magnolia gonna come calling you. They're gonna be like, bro, you need to clean it up. Come over here and do some promo.
Hey, come on, Magnolia, give it to me.
But yeah, man, just real estate is important, dude. Everything that we do is about real estate. The quickest way for us, you're talking about spending money as an African American culture, we spend money on everything but real estate. We start buying a house, and we buy a house, and the equity goes up, and we understand like what we're purchasing, where we're purchasing, all this stuff. You're gonna make money, dude.
Yeah.
I made more money doing this in the last 3 years than I made the last 30 years working. You know what I mean? And
I'm not talking. And you did what before real estate?
I was a corporate safety manager.
And so, at some point, you just said, "I want to do real estate." You just what made the transition happen?
fucking corporate America, dude. That shit's harsh on the black man, dude.
Yeah.
It's not, though, that undertone, talking behind your back, the office politics, man, fuck that. Can I curse on here?
You can do whatever you want to do.
Fuck that shit.
I've been waiting for like I just want to say fuck.
I wanted to kill my master a long time ago, but of course, you ain't got nothing to fall back on.
This is true.
So this is why I really felt the push out. I started seeing everybody get laid off. I was with this company 10 years. Everybody was getting laid off. I'm like, man, I'm not getting laid off. Whew, am I this good? I can't be this good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to find out I'm the lowest paid man on the totem pole.
Which is typical.
Yeah. Now, to me personally, I thought I was doing good, but comparatively, I was getting trashed, and that's why I was the last person there. So it's pretty much for 5 years, every day I went to that job, flew around the country and everything. Didn't know if tomorrow would be my last day.
And so you took control.
No, I got laid off.
Damn. Okay. So it happened.
To be clear, I started acting a little bit shitty so I could get laid off, you know what I mean? Cause I figured they chopping everybody off, you know what I mean? And I didn't even want to be in that system no more. I would rather get laid off and start over and do another safety career with another job, another company, if that was the case. But when I did it, they gave me 5 years of like trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do next. You know what I mean? So I was like, I always like real estate. We always invested. A couple of my cousins that's living over here, we put this investment firm together, investment group together, where we just start pooling money together. We just start learning more and more about real estate investing and things like that, and trying to put in offers here and put in offers there. And I was like, you know what, man, that would help out the team a lot if I could just say, screw this here and let's go to real estate. So when I got laid off, they gave me a service package. I went right to real estate school the next day. You know what I mean? Signed up, did my classes, went straight through, knocked out the test the first time, and I was like, okay, now I'm ready. And I'm like, oh shit, how you be a realtor? You know what I mean?
I was just about to ask you, like, where do you even, like, when you walk out of class? Because my brother did real estate school too, and now he's finally closed his first deal recently. So,
cool,
proud of you, bro.
Man.
Yeah, but like, it's always, I have to link y'all up, but it's always that question to me is like, where do you go from class to actually closing that first deal? Like, how do you even get into the field?
I've been coaching agents probably like for the last 3 years, you know, one-on-one mentor and things like that. And I see it's a big struggle. I didn't necessarily see it with me, but like you go to school, they pretty much teaches you how to stay out of jail. You know, what's the laws of real estate, you know what I mean, those type of things. But they don't tell you how to sell or go get actual clients or how to lead generate. And I'm surprised that this industry just kind of throws you out there. But that's somewhat the responsibility of the broker, to kind of teaches you how to go fish and things like that. But essentially, if you in real estate and you know how to go get leads, you know, I got to talk to people because it's problem solving, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, it's problem solving. Somebody got to move. Somebody got to move into the house. Somebody don't want to pay this. They want to pay that. So I got to educate my clients. I got to counsel my clients. And not only that, I got to go get clients. So one of the things I do, I just try to make myself as flamboyant. Everything I do nowadays is real estate. For my shirt, look at that shirt. What it say? House dealer.
I like that shirt though.
Yeah, I got shirts that says all type of things. I got one that says house dealer. I got one that say I sell keys.
I need that shirt.
What?
I'm gonna need one of those shirts.
Okay, I get you my whole collection.
Okay, yeah.
So I sell keys. I move bricks. I actually had the I sell keys shirt on.
Man, did you just say I sell keys, move bricks?
Yeah.
Please clarify.
That's what I do, right? If somebody come and want to buy a house, I give them a set of keys. I don't walk in there with a house. I give them a set of keys.
I sell keys and I move bricks.
Yeah,
That's
I move
hilarious.
bricks. When I flip, what do? I move bricks. You know what I mean? So same thing.
You make it sound so much like the dope game, but it's cool though.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That's where
it's the mentality though.
That's the mentality you got to have. You know what I mean? So you got to go get it. Get rich or die trying, because you could wake up every day and say you're your own boss and you got financial freedom. Well, I don't want to say financial freedom. You got freedom, but now you got to wake your own ass up. You got to make your own ass go to work. You got to make your own ass stay at that table. Ain't no master telling you do this, do that, do that. No. So you got to put your whole day together. Like you got a time block. Wake up at 6 o'clock, meditate, go to the gym, start lead generation, start calling people.
Preach, go ahead. Tell me.
Start prospecting, you know what I mean? Prospecting is like finding areas where people will, you know what I mean, want to buy, you know what I mean? So what is one of the points? So one thing we looked at this week, my wife and I, she's full-time with me now as well. I made her killer master too. So we out here all by ourselves. I said, we're going to bet on black now. We're about to be 50 years old. It's all on us.
You about to be what?
50.
For real?
Did I say it right? 50.
Yeah, we
50,
don't age, boy. We age gracefully, boy.
Yeah. So I'll be
congratulations,
40.
man. You don't look like you're about to be 50.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm about to be 40.
40. You 40?
I'm about to be.
40?
I'm about to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I look like it?
No.
Becky doesn't look like I'm about to be 40. Don't lie to me. Thank you.
You don't look like you're 40.
She said a strong 35.
That's like 38.
Get on her page, man. Damn, I thought I was out here moisturizing. I thought I looked good.
Well, it's better than me. I ain't even moisturized. These legs in this cold weather.
Oh, no, it's ass show there.
I think I got stockings on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you just got to figure that out. So one of the things my wife and I was doing this weekend was like prospecting, right? Mm-hmm. How do I find rental clients in my particular market? Mm-hmm. And so I told her, I said, let's look it up. Let's see who signed the lease in the last 3 to 6 months, right? Mm-hmm. Because we know if we find those people, their lease is going to be coming up in the next 3 to 6 months. So, start targeting them. Right. Start hitting them with direct mail. Start going knocking on the door. You know what I mean? If it's that serious, you can knock on the door. But you could put a plan together. I got a neighborhood here. Bam. I know a rent over here, rent over there, rent over here, rent over there, rent over there. Hell, drive the neighborhood, knock on all the doors, and come back. I only got 31 in my neighborhood, so we can reach out and touch each one of them.
It's really about letting your guard down and not being. A lot of people are a little bit embarrassed or afraid to get out. Some people are really afraid to get out there and go door to door. You kind of have to though. Yeah. In that field, it is a door to door thing. Sometimes.
You know the biggest thing that I've seen with new agents is that simply cold calling. Like calling people and say, hey, my name is A.K. Babers. I'm your local realtor.
Does that work?
It's in the numbers.
Okay.
If you call enough people, it'll work. But you can't call 3 people a day and think it's going to work. So our magic number is most realtors calling like at least 100 people a day.
Makes sense.
If you ain't calling them yourself, you hiring somebody else to call them. You know what I mean? So that's that whole kind of thing. So I told my wife when we come over here, we're not being realtors. We're building a real estate company.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we got VAs that we work with that's out of the Philippines, you know what I mean? So virtual VAs, they help us out with all our graphic shit, little quick shit that we need to kind of put together. Yeah. Eventually, I'm going to hire a couple more to actually have them do the cold calling. You know what I mean?
What's your overall objective with real estate?
Overall objective to real estate.
Like the long-term plan, if you can speak to it.
To build me a portfolio of houses where I'm getting residual cash flow coming in, equal up to maybe like $10,000 a month. You know what I mean? I ain't greedy. If I could get something that's bringing us $10,000 a month just off of rental doors.
Oh, you're good.
I'm good. I can find something else to do after that.
You can also move that money to other investments too and make that money grow. That's the real goal. Is like, I think people think you got to be rich off that one thing. A portfolio, if people don't know, a portfolio is comprised by a bunch of different things.
Yes.
It could be land. It could be 401ks. It could be 403bs. It could be a Roth. It could be crypto. It could be, And
so the crazy part about it is now that I get into this, and it's about like, we got to get out of our comfort zone. Whatever we comfortable doing.
Yeah, getting out of your comfort zone.
Stop doing it. If you're sitting down right now and you watching TV and you feel comfortable as hell, stand up. You know what I mean? Do something.
Do push-ups.
Yeah, do push-ups.
Do something,
you know what I mean? But what I was getting leading to? Oh yeah, so now that I got into real estate investment, real estate helped me see how money moves, right?
It does. It really
money's supposed to be moved, but they teach us, and our parents taught us because they ain't know no better, no fault on them. Put your money in the bank and let it sit there.
Worst thing you could ever do.
What happens at a bank in nautical terms?
They take your money and lend it out to other people. That's one thing that happens.
So your money pretty much stops.
Yeah.
But what is currency in nautical terms?
You tell me.
It moves.
Yeah.
Money is always supposed to be moving. It ain't supposed to be sitting in no bank. So if you got $100 grand, $50 grand sitting in the bank somewhere, and it's been there for 3 or 4 years, you need to find something to do.
It's not doing you any good.
Yeah, because it's slowly eating itself away. You know what I mean? But what I was saying was, it opened my eyes up to all these other real estate investment type of deals. You know what I mean? Like when we working 9 to 5 every day, you get a life insurance policy, but we just like, oh, that's a life insurance policy. They take it out of my check. If I die, then I think they're gonna pay for my burial. But that life insurance is a tool. That's what these other races out here using to kind of scale up real fast. Yeah. You know what I mean? They borrowing against it.
Universal life, index funds. Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about all that stuff, dude.
We don't.
Yeah.
And when I found out, I was like, I could be my own bank. Yeah. Nobody told me that shit. Yeah. Like, why wouldn't you tell me this in high school?
But even break it down as simple as that. Do you have to even have a life insurance to be your own bank? Say me and you kicking, me, you and Ray, we kicking it. Let's just pull some money together, put it in a bank account or interest-bearing bank account. And when you need a refrigerator, You go borrow it out of there. You pay it back just like you gonna pay the white people. You gonna pay it back the same day.
He said just like you pay the white people.
when you late, we gonna hit your ass with a late fee. You know what I mean? But here's the thing: you paying yourself back. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that money is steady growing interest. So you should be more intrigued or engaged to want to pay that back on time because you know.
And there's also I don't know if it's a written agreement, but there's an agreement amongst us three gentlemen.
Yeah.
That if we do that, we need to pay it back in a timely fashion.
We get white folks to write paperwork up and everything now.
Yeah, we're not going there, right? Yeah.
No, we
signed here. Yeah.
No, we're getting a lawyer and everything. We're getting a Jewish lawyer to write it up and everything.
I know a couple if you need.
We're gonna make sure that we ain't in no trouble, you know what I mean? I ain't saying nothing bad to Jews, but that's one of the things that the reason they're in the position they're in. They took care of their affairs.
We take no offense. It's my religion. I take no offense. We're good,
They do what they need to do, and that's what we need to start doing. We just need to start turning the TV off. Stop buying these J's. By the way, I only buy these J's when I close, so I ain't out just randomly.
That ain't a good excuse. He said only when I close
because it's my reward to myself.
I'm more of a this kind of guy. Like
Trust me, I got way more of those than I got these.
These things be just comfortable. And it's such a random thing to talk about. But they are just so damn comfortable. Yeah. I can't do Jordan.
No, I don't. I don't. I'm not very flashy. This is me all day. I got some Burlington pants on. Maybe a nice pair of shoes that I bought my wife. She liked to buy me shoes for holidays.
I am H&M to the socks. Like that's it.
Burlington's. I'm last year's fashion.
H&M, please. If you need me to do anything, let me know.
Hey, Burlington's not bad either.
Hey, Burlington, I'll talk to y'all too. It's whatever. I'll take it all. Yeah.
And I like going in there because it's like an adventure. You got to like dig through shit.
Said it's an adventure. It's not the adventure I'm trying to be on Saturday afternoon, man. Yeah.
Well, you don't go on Saturday, so you got to go when the trucks come. So like, I don't know what day to come, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a Tuesday afternoon or something.
Man, you ain't going to catch me in nobody. If I can't get it online, I'm not getting it. Yeah, so you ain't catching me in nobody's store.
I can't shop online, dude. My body, I don't have an online shaped body.
What?
When I be ordering that stuff, it be coming back. I be like, they didn't make that for me.
Are you ordering from Shein? What you ordering from?
Well, she tried that.
Don't do that.
That didn't work. Where you be ordering from online?
H&M.
H&M?
I know my body.
They got big boy clothes?
This nigga call me a big boy.
But you.
No, go ahead. Run with it. Stay there. I want you to stay there. No, go ahead. Stay right there.
Big boy too.
No, go ahead. Stay right there. Yeah. No, I'm 20 down, baby. What you talking about, man? Yeah.
So I've been trying to lose weight, but it's just been a struggle, man. As far as really we gotta. Like you say, we got to do better. We got to start eating better, too. Well, I got to. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Yeah,
I got to start doing something a little better.
If you pivot in that, I mean, we're talking about real estate, too, but in what you're saying, absolutely. Yeah, it's food.
Yeah.
It's food. It's working out. It's intentionality. Like, about a few months back, I started this journey back up because I kind of been teeter-tottering back and forth between I'm working out, I'm eating right, I'm not. I'm working out, I'm eating right, I'm not. And then something just clicked one day, and I was like, I'm just done, man. So... It's very intentional. It's been an intentional.
So how long you been eating right this time?
So like a couple months, but I wasn't too far from my diet.
Yeah.
But I was being lazy about my gym workouts and stuff. Like I wasn't ever really super far away, but I was kind of like dipping in and out. And at this point now, it's consistency, man. It's nonstop because I don't really want to go back. And I'm enjoying the fact that I had to get rid of all my clothes. I couldn't wear anything. I had to throw everything out and get new clothes. So
I'm enjoying. So you was a bigger boy.
This nigga here, man. Yes. Have you not seen my last 58 episodes? Yes.
I was watching dudes like that, man. Pause.
Yeah, no. But you can, if you see me and I'm not looking right, please tell me. Hey, you're not in the gym, are you? A fat ass been eating like.
Well, it's better than you.
Oh man, it was bad, bro. It was bad. I was in here feeling fluffy. Like I hated being on camera. Like I was trying to adjust, sit in different places, shit. Trying to get her to catch the right angle and shit. Like it wasn't good, man.
Start over.
I got sick of that shit. So so I did something about it. So and I'm still doing something about it.
Yeah, that's good.
I got somebody that stays on my ass every day. So I've been at it, man. So yeah, man. But back to real estate. As far as being a black gentleman in real estate, has that been difficult? But you're in Houston, so I don't know how much different it would be than in Dallas. But has it been?
No, because mainly mainly what I do is really I'm really investor heavy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what I wanted. I never came in this to be the top seller in Houston. No. I really went got my license to understand the game. But now that I understand the game, I realized that us blacks in real estate. We need to start taking this shit a lot more serious. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Because real estate in America's use real estate as a tool to keep us down, they also used it as a tool to raise them up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you think about the wealth gap that we talk about. A lot of times it starts with the house. You know what I mean? If your house is not, if you don't have a house, that means you're throwing money away every month. Every month.
It's a trickle down effect, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a house, you're essentially living inside your piggy bank. You know what I mean? You paying that mortgage off, you paying this here. Yeah, it may seem like a lot. Yeah, it is. But when it's time to move, you get up and move and you get your cash back.
And then some.
And then some, if you buy right. You know what I mean? So you get in your house and you move. So just say you sitting in your house and for 20 years and you raise your kids and everything, and all of a sudden you got $100,000 in your equity and your kids say, Dad, I got this dope idea to open a podcast studio. How much you think you need, son? I need about $50K. Well, hold on. Let me go do a cash out refi. Give you your $50K and start that podcast studio. Now, that podcast studio turned out to be something major. Guess what? You just gave him $50,000 to elevate the next generation.
And now he's in real estate, too.
Now he's in real estate, too. Is he? Oh,
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're giving your kid that 50, that means they've invested in some type of studio. That's a real estate investment.
Yeah, it's a real estate investment.
At the same time, so hey, that's what I'm like. You said everything is real estate, so like, if I'm giving you that, now we're doing this. Now I still got this house. I'm still gaining equity on. Now you got your investment property. You gain equity on, and it continues from there.
Or if you need to move to a bigger house, now you got $100,000 to go put down on a bigger, better house, different neighborhood, better school district or whatever. But if you rent every day, you stuck.
And then at the same token, if you have that house, you can move out of the house and still make money off that house. Keep it. You can keep that house within the family. So now it's a part of your portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's where we got to start getting a little bit deeper and learn a little bit more about the trust and estate planning and everything. So with me, with investing, what I see and the reason I feel that we should be more of a superpower is because we see people in these neighborhoods that are losing their houses on pennies on the dollar. And Grandma and Papa bought that house in the 70s. Oh, this is my house. We bought this. You know what I mean? Our generation, our culture is not far from slavery or sharecropping and all that stuff. You think
we're not that far removed from it.
We're not far removed from it. So that means when Papa bought that house, he damn near used sharecrop money to buy the house. You know what I mean? Or whatever it was. He was scraping his pennies up to buy that house. And he said, oh, I got a house for my family. Now I'm the man of my family. I want to hold on to this because I want to pass it on to the next generation, right? Yeah. So he hold on. Yeah, we doing it. He raised your mama, your daddy, you know what I mean? Then they have some kids. And now who owns the house once Papa and them dies? Yeah, technically it goes down through succession and all that other stuff. But if what happened to us in the 80s and the 90s? Crack epidemic.
I was about to say crack, yeah.
Split the family in half, right?
Yeah.
So now say your mom and them had 4 kids. One of them got 3 kids and he don't know what one of them is. He don't know what the other 2 at. Then you might have JoJo over here that's been strung out on drugs or something and might be on another side of the country or locked up in jail or we just don't know where he at. Or dead, whatever it may be. Right. You know what I mean? But I think that put an intricate wedge in the culture, in us gaining, as a culture, gaining generational wealth. Because now when I buy those houses, I got to sit down, I got to track, but I don't, my attorney has to sit down and find all the heirs. A lot of times we don't find heirs. So if you see a house that's sitting in one of these developing neighborhoods that's just stuck right there, most likely it's stuck because they can't find the heirs. And that house going to sit there until it accumulates enough taxes, behind taxes, will go on the courthouse steps, and then some guy from way outside of our neighborhood or outside of our culture come and buy it on pennies on the dollar and go do what? Go build a big old...
and then we scream it got gentrified.
And we scream it got gentrified.
And when it could have been avoided if we
gentrify ourselves.
We can. Or really, like I had a guy, I think we talked to you about the guy that came on that was running for Dallas County District 3. Yeah. He was running the ticket. He's running on the ticket of revitalization. Yeah. And so it was the same thing you're talking about, not really necessarily gentrifying, but buying back our own properties and building and like enriching the neighborhood in which we live. It's just something that we're not aware of either how to do, to be honest. And
another part about it is like we may not be able to stop the bad gentrification that's coming, but we can make our property worth a little bit more when we see them coming. Because one thing they're going to do, they're going to put a bike lane. They're going to put a brewery over here, and they're going to do something else. You just pay attention.
Coffee shop.
You pay attention. You can see it coming. You know, bus stops, they fix the street. All of a sudden, the street been here forever, been potholes and all that.
Canes, Starbucks.
That's at a fast pace, but you can see little intricate things that are happening in the community. So if we make our community more valuable by making sure that our schools are good, by making sure that we ain't throwing shit out the window, by we making sure like, hey man, don't break in that store right now, or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Like we got to be as a unit and make sure we taking care of our shit.
We got to be what we once were. There was a time in our lineage, in our timeline, before we were ever around.
Yeah.
But there was a time when we were unified like that.
Yeah. Like Black Wall Street.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that
and there
can't.
was more than just that one.
Yeah, you had them in Virginia, you had them in Oklahoma, you had them all over the country. Yeah, I mean, Oakland, you had them everywhere, man. Like you had these unified areas, but we don't have as much as we used to. It's kind of like it's like a dog eat dog where everybody for themselves. So.
And I would say, I know I'm talking bad on our culture sometimes, but
it's not bad. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just factual. I don't think it's bad. You know,
but it's not necessarily our fault. And the reason I say that because I want people to be mindful of the shit that's been thrown at us. Right.
Right.
Yeah, you down a little bit, but now we got access to everything.
Yeah.
You can't tell us the man keeping us down no more.
We got ChatGPT. Yeah, like that's my man.
After a while, the human race is going to be discriminated against the machines because that's what we headed to.
But you better lean into it. I use ChatGPT better than more than I use Google. So yeah.
And speaking to like people understand like okay. We be going all over the place, but
it's all right. It's a podcast. What happens?
Okay, cool. I be trying to make up notes and shit, and
I do too. But sometimes you just got to go.
Yeah,
with
and it always
that'd be the best conversation. Yeah,
that's what she's for, right? Great editor.
Yeah, she'll tell me when it sucks. She always tells me when it sucks. She's great at that.
Do I suck? I took his face.
Yeah.
But another thing, like ChatGPT, we can't stop AI. AI.
No, I love AI.
So what? Instead of sitting back saying, I know a lot of people, especially realtors, they say, "Oh, I don't like social media, or I don't like AI. Why we gotta use AI? Why you sitting there saying that? It's somebody else. They stepping up on you and they creeping up on you
because that's where we are in our timeline. Like everything is AI now. Like everything.
But everybody ain't AI yet.
We better get there.
It's a lot of people that's like trying to fight it, and those are people that's gonna lose their job. They keep saying AI. Your job gonna take away your job. It's them people that's sitting there saying, just same people that said, man, I don't like the computer. I ain't getting on no. Them same people can't work a computer now. You know, there's people out here. I sell real estate, and I'll send them a DocuSign. They like, how do I sign this? Click the button.
It's really like a little pen. It's a little pen at the top. Just click it.
Yeah.
Do
I'm
thing,
surprised that even get. I'm surprised that's even legal. But they asked, "How do you do it?" So I had to print it out. I had to take it over there, ink it up. And
we as a culture are just privy to moving, like what it looks like to move forward.
Yeah.
So these things we'll catch up late a lot of times.
Yeah.
I just grew up in the era of technology, so I was born in the 80s. We pretty much have seen most of our most current advancements in our lifetime. So I'm used to it. I'm one of those kids that just had it all the way through.
You're right. I ain't think about it.
Yeah. So for me, it's not a thing, but some people beyond me, before me, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. I'm talking about people like that graduate with me.
But you are ahead of the curve for your age demographic because a lot of people in your age demographic do not know that they're not going to use it.
I love this shit. I love it.
It's the easiest thing in the world.
For another AI, I'd be like, man, this AI ain't enough. Can I find another one?
Why am I not elevating myself? Because
so the other day I was doing one. I got another quick plug. One of my shirts that I wear all the time says "Manifest that shit." Right?
I've seen that shirt. I like that shirt.
Everybody loved that shirt, so I said, "Fuck it, we're gonna turn it into an event." You know what I mean?
I like that shit.
And people used to always say, "How you gonna sell a shirt? How you gonna sell houses if you got cursing on your shirt?" I sell houses to people who want to sell, who want to work with me. You know what I mean? It's enough realtors, enough people out here.
Semantics too much. Who gives a shit about the words?
Exactly. Who cares about the words?
The product is the product.
I even had an agent go to my broker and say, "Is he supposed to be wearing that?" I'm like, "Dude, you better get out of here right now before I keep
People are so man. That's an old way of thinking, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, can I curse on my show? Please do.
So I curse on my show a lot.
Yeah, just be yourself. That's it.
So we're gonna turn that event in March. We're gonna turn that event into we're gonna turn that shirt into an event.
Where's the event in Houston?
In Houston, of course, man. Come on,
you don't want to do it in Dallas?
we can go on tour. We can do a Texas tour.
Yeah.
But let me get the blueprint down. Once I get the blueprint down, what it's going to be called a manifestation event, a manifestation workshop.
Gotcha.
So we're going to pretty much just talk about how to visualize and how to manifest. And I think a lot of times we forget the power of who we are. You know what I mean? Like we as human beings have a lot of power. We have a lot of energy. If you want something bad enough, it'll come to you. You know what I mean? You work it. You want it. You visualize it. And you do the work. It's gonna come to you. I think a lot of times, I don't want to just say us, just people in general, gets beat up so much that they don't think that they can be who they want to be.
And that is why it is important for me to always keep going. Because I've been through a lot of shit, man. So I could have easily given up in any turn, even throughout the tenure of doing the show. 58 episodes is, it's not a lot, but it is a lot, right? It tells me there's a testament. Okay, you just got to keep going. Because if I don't, we don't get to 59. This is 59. We don't. We don't get. If I don't keep going, we don't get to 59. The next one I'm doing is 60. Like we don't. It doesn't happen. So, and a lot of times people would think, okay, I had a blunder or a failure or a stumbling block along the way, but sometimes that's what it's supposed to teach you to do how to do the next one.
You're supposed to fail.
Yeah.
How you going to get better if you don't fail? Because if you win it and everything, you're going to be walking around here like Kanye West. He even failed. You know what I mean?
He failed that new album. That shit sucks. But
the new album, which album?
It's coming out. I listened to a single. It's terrible.
Man, with Kanye, his albums always grow on me. The first time I hear it.
This was not going to grow on you. I'm telling you now.
So is it like an Andre 3000?
No, I'd rather listen to that shit all day.
Why you call that shit, man? I love that shit, man.
I like yoga.
I love that.
I do go yoga and listen to Andre 3000. It's fine with me, but it's not gonna hit. It's not hitting.
Okay.
But failure is not. It's not the stopping point. It's sometimes the starting point. A lot of times it is the starting point. Honestly, man.
It's always the starting point because guess what? When you fail, you're gonna change. You're gonna start, not necessarily start over, but you're gonna start from that failure spot, and you're gonna keep on.
You know what I like about failure? This is weird. So like,
the same thing I like.
It's like when something happens that seems like a failure, there is a set of feelings that you have, and I remember them every time. Like I know I've been here before. I know exactly what to do, and when you get comfortable in that space, there's so much shit you can do. It's powerful in that space.
Now you jump out of airplanes and stuff. Then
I don't know about that part, but you can jump off the ledge and try some new shit. So, but
try something.
Failure, like when I hit those points, because I've hit those points even recently in my life where I feel like this is a failure, right? And it just drives me, man. Like you can't look back. You cannot. If you let that failure be the end, then nothing else happens beyond that point. So for me, I just push through it. I have my therapy and I do all my things that I do to keep myself balanced and whole. But failure for me, honestly, is comfortable.
It's exciting.
It is, because beyond this, it's like it can get real nice right after this. Like this could be just the bottom. Like this is not the top. This is literally the bottom. So
if I don't fail, I don't try.
Right.
I mean, so if I'm failing, at least I know I'm moving forward. I'll take my little notes and, like you say, those feelings that internal,
you know what I'm talking about?
That internal. Yeah. I've been here before. Okay, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean?
It's a quiet place too.
It's a quiet place. Yeah, and that's that reflection time. That's when you sit back and you kind of just like, okay, let me breathe. And that's why I meditate a lot. Yeah. Because meditation is the only. If you think about it, in a Americans or anybody's day. When is one time that you just sit down and everything's fucking isolated?
You can't. In the morning's the best time.
But you can't do it. Most people don't do it at all.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't meditate.
Because if you wake up, boom, 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 everything, doom, 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 doom. You go throughout your day, doom, doom, doom. Even when you slow down and have a break or go to lunch, it's still like you're still in your head. You know what I mean? So what I gotta do next after lunch?
I do intentionally read my daily affirmations from my daily stoic. Cool. I have my black pearls.
Yeah.
I do pray in the morning. Yeah. I do not listen to hip hop before noon. I'm not trying to hear you niggas before noon. I need to get my psyche right, and I can't get it right to ESTG and any other rapper I like to listen to. So I do those things the front half of the day, but I don't meditate. And I think I probably should.
You're doing your own form. You say you pray.
Yeah, I pray.
You pray. So if you intentionally, look, I think prayer is meditation. Prayer is meditation. If you're sitting there with a clear mind and you talking to your God. Without thinking about, what my baby mama do? Did I get this here? That's that groove that you want to be in. Any other time you're not gonna be able to do that. It's just so much going on in America. If you don't have a program, you will get programmed.
It's true. I found recently I like prayer through text too.
I ain't heard that one.
Different, right?
Yeah.
Like sending a prayer to somebody through text, or sending a prayer through a note. Like I do. I found that I like that. Like
because that's you giving.
To someone else, and then receiving that from someone else too.
Do you care if you receive it though?
Do I care if I receive it?
Yeah.
I don't care if I receive it, but it's noticeable when it happens. Because I can think of a handful of people in my life that I know for a fact pray for me, right? Like I don't know about my boys or, we don't talk. Oddly enough, we don't ever talk about that kind of stuff. I think we should be more intentional with that. But I know that I have a few people that I know for a fact pray for me, and that's always cool. I don't expect anything from anybody, but it's nice when it happens. You definitely. My mom used to always have I remember she used to get up in the morning, have prayer group on the phone. It's her and like 10 other ladies on the phone. I'm like, wow, up at 5 o'clock in the morning, jump singing and gospels and hymns. I'm like, what is happening? I'm trying to get ready for class. Like, but I remember that my whole entire life growing up, she was always on prayer, on a prayer phone call every morning, right? And so I know that the power of it, you know, especially when it's coming from a group or at least a couple people like circulating the prayer is nice. So yeah, I enjoy that part.
So you speaking of the group prayer, like I actually, as much as I meditate, I still do better in a group meditation. So I'm a veteran, and I'm a part of this holistic group that we called New Millennium Project, where we teach veterans how to deal with coping issues. So we give them different meditation exercises. We go. You ever heard of Reiki? Energy movement. That's creepy. If you get that done right, you be oh shit. All the stuff, you know, mindfulness, affirmations, all that stuff. So we teach them all that stuff once a month, and we go out and just try to spread the word. And just try
out here building real estate, teaching people how to meditate, praying.
I can't stop. We got too much stuff to do. It just be sitting around idle. I cut the TV off. I don't watch TV that much no more. I watch it when I get ready to go to bed. I wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
I go to bed.
I can't sit down all day and watch TV anymore. It's tough.
No, I can't do that.
Even if it's on, I'm not paying attention. I'm usually doing stuff. So, I can't. Yeah.
And then you mentioned about the no rap in the morning. I'm kind of backsliding now, but I cut that off, man. Like when the pandemic happened, I cut the news off. I still ain't picked the news back up. I don't know what happened. It might be a meteorite on the way, and I wouldn't even know.
I get it from feeds. The important stuff. You know, I follow outlets on Instagram or wherever. I don't really need to be on a news channel. No, I don't do none of that.
It's dumb. It's programming you, right?
Yeah, so I get what I need.
Yeah, during the pandemic, everybody, this, all that. I'm like, you know what? If I get it, I'm gonna die. So I'll be all right. I know it's coming. You know what I mean? But you don't need to be tracking it every day, watching all these deaths and all that. Ain't good for the soul, man. No. You know.
So for people wanting to get into what you do with real estate, investing, and things of that nature, what would be your advice to them? You can look right there in the camera and tell it to them.
People who wants to get into real estate investing, first thing is just to educate yourself. You know, pick up YouTube. If you turn TV off, I turn TV off. I picked up YouTube. Go to YouTube, follow a couple people like myself. I don't have a big following, but I'm getting there. Follow people like Max Maxwell. He's a guy out of Carolina. That's people I followed when on my come up. Bigger pockets, you know what I mean? That's a good thing. And Earn Your Leisure.
I love Earn Your Leisure. Those guys are great.
Earn Your Leisure do a great job. I went to Invest Fest last year. It was dope. Good time. Yeah.
I think the Trey go to that too, I think?
Nah, he ain't go. He
was supposed to go. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So Invest Fest, Earn Your Leisure. But ultimately, get with somebody and just try to learn. You know what I mean? I know everybody's selling a course nowadays. I ain't selling no course. I think it's easy by finding somebody that you know that's doing it, provide value to that person by any means necessary. It could be carrying the crates like DJs used to do back in the day. But find something that you could do valuable with that guy and learn with him. He'll tell you, all of us investors want to share this stuff because there's not enough people listening.
Right.
So when we get the opportunity to share it, then people, let's do this, and you could do this, and you can do that, and it's so many different ways of coming up on stuff. And you do not need the money that you guys think you need. If you got a sweet deal that you can put a deal together, so you can buy a house for $50,000, you put another 50 into it in rehab. Now all together it's $100,000, and then you sell it for 200. That's easy math. You just made $100,000, right? So if that deal is good, somebody will put that money in because somebody else wants their money to move. Remember I say money is currency? So somebody wants their money to move. So if you talk to the right person, they're gonna be like, how much you need? $50,000? And then you find another dude $50,000, they put it in, you pay them their dividends at the end, and you walk away with maybe 50 yourself. You know what I mean? Out of that $100,000.
Okay. Yeah, no, we'll be done with it in just a second. Just a second. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you're fine. Thank you. That's our lovely Hello Studios staff. They're wonderful.
Sorry, I guess they're going to give you a discount.
Right. It's fine.
But yeah, man, just find somebody that's doing it. Follow them. You know what I mean? Pay attention to what they're doing. It's a lot of scammers out here. I'll tell you that for sure. That's why I say find somebody genuine and provide them some value. If you got to walk around and do little chores that they want you to do, do that. I'd rather do that than pay somebody $3,000 course and come to find out he told me the same thing YouTube told me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you got to get in there. But it's not as hard, man.
Well, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me in Houston, Texas, where these Texans are getting ready to go to the Super Bowl.
Go Cowboys. I don't care if they're not there. It don't matter. We're going to get there next year or maybe the year after. It's okay.
No, seriously, y'all. My name is A.K. Babers. I'm out of Houston, Texas. I'm a Houston area realtor, investor, up-and-coming developer. But you can find me on all the social media platforms. On social media, it's Mr. Get Your Keys. On Instagram, it's Mr. Get Your Keys.
No, it's still social media.
On Facebook, it's AK Babers, and my business page on there. If you just need to Google me, I'm the only AK realtor in the city of Houston.
Shout out to Houston. I'm still mad at y'all.
Don't be mad.
But next season, I'm coming back. It's going to be fun.
Get you a division championship, and you'll be all right.
I'll talk about my boys like that. And we kept that damn coach. I don't know why we kept it. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, but no, this has been a good time, man.
We ending already?
Yeah, we ended, man.
God damn, man. Let's do extended, man.
Want to do extended? You want to hang out when I do my next one?
Nah, I got to go. I got to go back to my conference downtown.
He says, what you talking about?
I just like talk shit.
I thought you were going to kick it for the next week. He's like, no, I don't want to.
We are going to make it over.
Yeah, we're going to make it. We're going to make some beer after this for sure. For sure.
So I'm going to go. Oh, we'll do that later.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk. But thank you, guys. It's been a while since we've been here. We appreciate the support, as always. We love the support. Thank you for Becky being back there doing what Becky always does. She's awesome. Thank you for Hello Studios, and they just came in to say hello for me, and that was really nice of them. But no, as always, we appreciate you guys for listening to this episode. We really hope that you enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed doing it. Check us out. All of our socials are going to be at The Prophetic Pod. Our website is up and running. It's www.thepropheticpod.com. We are scaling that up. We have some other things coming up this year. We have a nice little lineup coming for you guys, so we'll be quite busy for the next few months at the very least. So anyways, shout out to Celestial. Thank you for that. That's our brand partner back there. But yeah, check us out. This episode will be out next week. Actually, by the time you hear it, it should be, I think it's going to be out like Wednesday. We'll drop it Wednesday. Yeah, so I'll make sure you get it too. But yeah, that's it, man. We got to get out of here. I'll see you in a little bit at the brewery, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Fun time. Yeah.
No problem. I like this.
You did?
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Don't bring too many Houston people up here with you, though.
Let's do some beer stuff. Like,
you know what I could do? We can either get them in or we can get Celestial in. Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
All right.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
We Prophetic.